Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the 24-hour wear Revlon Colourstay foundation. I got mine in the shade Cappuccino. As you can see, my face and my neck, they kind of match in the monitor. I shouldn't just like throw it out the window, but it is very red based and I'm very yellow toned, so that's not really working. But if you do want to see a full-on review and demo of this, then keep watching. As always, I'm going to prime half of my face, so I'm going to use this side with the sponge and not primed, and I'm going to use this side primed with a brush. And I'm priming my face with the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. Now I'm going to take the foundation in Cappuccino. It looks like it should be a good color match, but I don't know, the undertones might be a bit too red for me, but let's see. But oh my goodness, that's one pump. It's a little runny, but not too much, so I think I'm going to go with 2 just to be safe. But it is removing quite an amount of product in one pump, so I feel like 2 will actually be enough for my entire face. So like I said, I'm going to take the brush, and I'm just going to apply the product directly onto the brush, and then go all over my face with it. I'm trying to pick up roughly half the product, just so it's a bit fair. That color looks like it might not actually match me, but let's see. Hopefully it actually warms up. It's very red. This Cappuccino has a really red undertone, and when I swatched it locally, they were telling me that I need to go darker, like to go to mocha. So I don't even know what would have happened if I had wasted so much money, because here online I bought it for about $12 to $14. That's how much I paid for this. But here in Nairobi it's available for $25. Can you imagine if I had overpaid for the wrong shade? And they have no return policy, obviously. So yeah, this is why moral of this mini rant, shade match yourself. Even if this is wrong, this is still closer than what they wanted me to take. So let me know what you think in the comments down below at this point of the video. Do you think this shade matches me or not? Because now that it's kind of settling in, it is making my skin look darker, so it's pulling it towards the red. But I think it's actually, like, it sort of customizes itself to your skin, if that makes any sense, because I'm just going to hold up my hand. It looks very orange in the monitor, I can see, but in person, this looks so red. It literally looks like they just diluted red mud, basically. And that's not what I was expecting to begin with, because my undertone is more yellow, as you saw in the Maybelline Fit Me review, which I will link here in case you haven't seen it. That actually, I have the bottle right here. This is a yellow based foundation, okay? This one was a spot on perfect match for me. This, even just from looking at the bottles, one is so much redder than the other. I mean, you really can't see the difference. I'm going to open up this bottle just so you can see the actual product. Look at this. This is so yellow. This is so red compared to this, you know? It has gone on beautifully. It's already dry. And I can actually say there is no transfer. Like, obviously, I'm not swiping like my face, but if you hug someone, your face will not remain on their shirt, which is absolutely amazing. So that's one of the main things that I look for in my foundations. But I think I am just going to go in to the unprimed side with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And I think this side I want to use a side. I always use a flat side for my foundation, but I want to try the side and beauty blend it up, you know. So I'm going to add one more pump, because there's about half a pump that was left on my hand, just so they have the same amount of product that they're working with, so we can see what one layer looks like. And then I'm going to dot it onto my face, because I hate picking up product with my sponge. And then blend it. Oh, I just said I'm using the side, and default setting is just to go to the flat side, so oh well. I feel like it's just toning down my face. It's stripping it of all the yellow, and I like my yellowness, you know? I mean, it's not really yellow, but I like my undertones. I like them just fine. I don't like this business of them being taken away. Surprisingly, I'm actually using a lot less foundation with the sponge, which is unheard of, basically. But I think it's because I'm dotting it onto my face instead of just dipping into it. So, word for the wise, always dot foundation onto your face in order to save some of it. Minus the whole recalibrating the color of my face, I think it's actually turning out really, really well. And what I'm going to do, instead of wasting this, I'm going to add on another layer of foundation because I want to see how buildable it is, both with a brush and with a sponge. So I'm just going to go in with the sponge side first because it is already dry. Like, look at that. It's fantastic. It dries so quickly, but not too quickly that you don't have time to really get it all over your face, you know? So I'm just going to go in with the sponge and really build on those layers. So far with the sponge, it is very buildable. This actually looks very natural. So it makes me believe that this is more medium coverage because it doesn't look like full-on glam. It doesn't look like I have foundation on my face. It just looks like I have really great skin. And I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, very, very buildable, at least with the sponge. So let's go in with the brush. I didn't see any difference, by the way, applying it with the primer and without the primer, so not really a big deal either way. I'm sure it affects how well it lasts, though, and whether or not your pores are covered, because my pores are out to play, honey. But in terms of just straight up application, no real difference. So no real benefit to the primed side versus the unprimed side. With both the sponge and the brush, both says layered on pretty damn good, I must say. And it's already dry again. So I'm just going to do the rest of my face and then I will be back to chat about the foundation. So this is what it looks like up close with very minimal makeup. I've literally just done my brows, my lips, bit of blush, and that's it. I haven't sprayed anything, I haven't powdered anything, and so far so good. I think it looks really, really good. It actually does look like skin, and the side with the Nivea primer is a bit more dewy, as is usually the result with using the Nivea primer. But this side is still pretty matte, which is a bit disappointing because I expect a foundation that's for normal to dry skin to be a bit dewifying, if not a satiny finish. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Revlon did a good job. I see why Colourstay is so many people's favorites. You know? It literally feels like I'm not wearing anything on my face, which is kind of fantastic. I mean, that's exactly what you want in a foundation, is it not? This is just a first impressions. It's not like a full-on review. So what I will do is have another video, and I will link it here as soon as it is up. But I will test this out all day with a primer on my entire face, without a primer on my entire face, with powder, without powder, no setting spray, no nothing, just to see how long it actually does wear. And I'll do check-ins, and that's more of a vlog style situation. So I wanted to keep this very simple and first impressions. And first impressions, it went on beautifully. Both the primed side and the unprimed side, with a brush, without a brush, it went on absolutely flawlessly. It has layered on gorgeously. I really, really do like it. As you've seen in the flash photo, there's absolutely no flashback, which is kind of shocking me because it does have two physical SPFs, which is basically the white reflective substance in SPF. So that's a bit crazy to me. I have been on the website. I've literally wasted like 30 minutes trying to find information on the website or on Walmart where I bought this or anywhere else that lists the shades in order of how they come, like from lightest to darkest, but it's just not there. The information is not there. They only have swatches for like the lighter shades, which is, it's kind of offended me, I will admit that, but I'm just gonna let that go. All the reviews that I've seen say that it sits on your face all day, it does not move, it's perfect for dry skin, even as I touch this, it is leaving a bit of dew on my face, on my finger, I mean, which is really good because that means it's not completely dried down, and that's a look that I never ever want to go for. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. So I think I'm going to stop complaining about the shade, and I'm just going to be happy that I have something on my face that I actually do really, really like. And I definitely thumbs up this foundation, definitely recommend it. Just be careful about the undertones and the shades. Or if you want to be like me and just live on the wild side and order everything online, definitely get yourself a shade adjusting drop. Again, I will have a video on that as soon as I possibly can. You will see the amazing wonders it can work by giving you so many options with your foundation, whether you buy foundation that's too light or too dark. But basically, that is it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this foundation. Let me know if you have a favorite foundation that you love to use so I can test it out, because I'm always, always on the hunt for new foundations. Or let me know if you've used this and you hate it, if you've used it and you love it. Let's talk. Let's help other people in the comments down below, because there are people, I mean, there's more than one experience with this foundation. So if you had a really bad one, like, tell us, warn us off in advance, so the next time that I do wear it for like the more daytime review, like 8-hour wear thing, then I will actually be able to give you a straight answer on that, you know. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.